I'm here today to show you how to make some ethanol. Other people know this as moonshine, but we all know making moonshine in the United States is illegal. So we're using a Mr. Distiller today and 1 bag of turbo yeast. There's a Mr. Distiller turbo yeast. It's actually a 48-hour turbo yeast. So it's very simple. Just pay attention. I'll show you this once. Okay? First we need 3 pounds of sugar. I've taken my fermenting buckets that are right on top of the scale there. You're going to weigh out 3 pounds. If you get a little too much or not enough, it doesn't really matter that much, just so you get close to 3 pounds. 1 gallon of water, and you want it between 70 and 90 degrees. Actually about 90 is about the best for getting it started. It'll give the turbo yeast kind of a kick. I use any kind of thermometer you got. I'm using this 3-inch dial thermometer, works good, I'm testing it. We got about 85 degrees. So I'm going to pour that into the bucket with the sugar in there. I'm not going to pour it all in at first. I'm going to stop a little more than half the water, and I'm going to make sure to stir all the sugar, get dissolved. You want to make sure to have all the sugar dissolved before you add the turbo yeast. Once you get that stirred up, go ahead and top it off with the rest of your water. I want to get close to the top there, about 1 inch from the top. Go ahead and add your turbo yeast. 1 second. Now sprinkle it in. And stir this for 1 minute. About 1 minute. In about 1 hour, we'll come back and this airlock should be going pretty good. Usually turbo yeast will start fermenting within an hour. And you let this ferment for like 5 days, you should get 18 to 20% wash. I do have a license to make ethanol for fuel. Just simple to get. Oh, upside down, sorry. But simple license to get to make 10,000 gallons a year of ethanol fuel. So what I'm doing now is legal. I can legally make moonshine, but it has to be for fuel only. If it falls in your martini glass, you're breaking the law. Oops. Spilled a little bit. Okay, get that stirred in there. Just want to get the clumps out, you know. Okay. Put the lid on. The lid has a 1-inch hole in there. You got an airlock? Take the cap off the airlock. The holes are too small to let all the gas escape. Make sure to take that cap off or it'll just blow that sucker right off. And you don't want that mess, believe me. We'll come back in a few hours. Okay, we got this wash started. This will ferment for about a week or so. I'm going to set that aside for now. And about the little still we got here. This is called the Mr. Distiller. It's a little stainless steel countertop still. It has a heating element built in. This is really cool, actually. Plug and play. Condensers up in here. And this is actually a water distiller that's been factory modified. Just for alcohol basically, but you can still use it for essential oils, and you can still use it for water, but it'll just take a lot longer than usual. Alright, so let's get this started. I'll go ahead and pour in the wash that I have finished already. I fermented this about a week ago and it's all ready to go. I'll pour that in there. This is about an 18% wash right in here, which the turbo yeast does, 18% or 23%. I wanted to show you too was all these supplies are basically from a place called Mile High Distilling. Here's a bag of their turbo yeast. This will make 6.5 gallons a wash, basically. It's a 48-hour turbo yeast, but you should let it ferment for like 6-7 days and you'll get 18 to 20%. Also, this is kind of new on the market. An Alka-based Extreme 23%. And that's almost unheard of, getting a 23% wash out of sugar, water, and yeast. Pretty cool stuff. If you're up in Canada, you can check out winemakery.com. They have a lot of good products up there. That's going to take about 20 minutes before I start getting product. But if you're in a country that's legal to actually drink this stuff, you could simply take this cap, and my assistant is going to follow me over to the sink where I'm going to put some activated carbon in this. Fold it around, fold it around. Basically just making a little filter system out of this cup. Where's my carbon? Here we go. Activated carbon. This is a premium carbon from Mile High Distilling again. I just kind of fill that cup up. Sometimes it's get a little bit messy, so you got to be somewhat careful. So usually just rinse it a little bit. Go low water. If you got too high, it'll just come flushing out. You'll just have a mess. Just want to kind of get the ash out. I'm just going to let it run through for a little bit. Just show it down here. Okay. And we'll go back to Mr. Distiller. We'll put the cap on. Maybe a little tight since we've got papers in there now. It basically goes like so. And you'll put that up there like so. I mean, this still is so simple to use. I love mine. It's a lot of fun. But in about 15-20 minutes to start getting product. The first, just a little bit, say a tenth of a cup, not even that. Throw it, toss it aside. Okay, we'll come back in a few minutes after it starts and I'll show you what's coming out of it. So okay, Mr. Distiller's been running now for about an hour. We've collected probably close to a quart. When we first started, we had 4 liters. And 4 liters is about 4.2 quarts. And it was at 18% wash. In the collection, we'll collect about 1.2 quarts. It's going to be about 110 to 120 proof. Alright? But when I first started, Mr. Distiller, I had this small glass down here to collect about this much. About that much. I want to discard that first little bit that comes out of the still. That could have like methanol and other things you don't want. So I take that out and discard it. But now, just to recap real quick. Well, first let me we'll check the alcohol content of this. I'll use an alcohol meter and a test jar. So what we're going to do is I'm going to discard this real quick. Hold on, be back in a second. Put this down here to collect that so we don't waste any. Put that down. Okay. That's reading about 110 proof. Not bad.